On May the 8th, President Donald Trump officially announced that Washington is withdrawing from the Iran nuclear deal because it had failed to protect America's national security interest. Trump directed his administration to immediately begin the process of reimposing related sanctions against Iran, including in the energy, petrochemical, and financial sectors. He said that the agreement had failed to deal with Iran's missile program, had given Tehran access to cash which it allegedly uses for its own extraterritorial operations, including funding Hezbollah, supporting the Assad government in Syria, Shia militias in Iraq, and the Houthis in Yemen. Trump pointed out that his decision is also based on intelligence provided by Israel, alleging past efforts by Iran to develop nuclear weapons. The White House also released an initial list of demands that Iran needs to meet if the possibility of relaunching the nuclear agreement is to be considered. On May the 9th, Trump also threatened with very severe consequences if Iran restarts its nuclear program, which was suspended in the framework of the deal from which the US is withdrawing. At the same time, the key US ally in the Middle East, Israel, carried out a series of strikes on alleged Iranian targets in Syria. On May the 8th, Israel launched missiles at the area of Al-Kiswa near Damascus. 2 of the missiles were intercepted by the Syrian Air Defense Forces, SADF, but the rest of them hit their target. On May the 9th, using as a pretext rocket shelling from southern Syria aimed at the Golan Heights, Israel carried out a massive strike on Iranian forces' positions, as well as positions of the SADF in southern Syria, the Damascus countryside, and the province of Homs. According to the Russian Defense Ministry, Israel launched more than 70 air-to-surface and tactical missiles, more than half of which were intercepted by the SADF. According to Israel, the Iranian Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, launched no less than 20 rockets at Israeli targets in the Golan Heights earlier on the same day, this surprisingly resulting in no casualties, but forcing Israel to respond. Mohammad Javad Jamali Nobandigani, a member of the Iranian Parliament's National Security and Foreign Policy Committee, described the Golan Heights shelling as a false flag. He said that Israel's accusations against Iran are a lie, and added that Israel's history of carrying out unprovoked attacks in Syria has been well documented. Following the strike on Syria, Israeli Defense Minister Avigdor Lieberman claimed that nearly all Iranian infrastructure in the country had been destroyed. However, considering photos and videos from the ground, such a result does seem unlikely. Washington supported the Israeli move by saying that the Iranian regime cannot be trusted. Israel absolutely has a sovereign right to defend itself, and we support them in whatever efforts they have in order to defend themselves. Summing up the recent developments, it becomes clear that the Middle East is on the brink of a new round of escalation. Israel and the US are undertaking coordinated efforts to pressure Iran into abandoning its sovereign foreign policy in the region and key programs like the missile program, which it sees as a key factor in its national security policy. This goal cannot be achieved by solely diplomatic and economic measures, so the Israeli-US bloc is steadily expanding its so far limited military action.